Alright, good morning everyone. Alright, so we are stationary again. Excuse me. So I'm making up a jumper end, Mini 8. I have it cut off. And if you look right here, I have a piece of heat shrink right there. Just a little bit of reassurance. These are silver plated Teflon insulated pl-259s, and this is a silver plated adapter. So I have everything cut off. You see I have my braid folded down, cut off, folded down. I don't let anybody make my own jumpers. So the whole thing about the silver plated stuff is the solder really takes to it quickly. If you use this, you use a hot enough iron, you can actually fuse this part and this part together with solder. Solder will actually go straight onto the braid and solder to this. One way to do it. Don't forget to put your barrel on the coax first. As you can see the braid. I hope you can. I hope the camera's set up right. You can see the braid through the holes. Alright. All I'm going to simply do, snug this up just a little bit. These aren't reusable when you do this. You shouldn't be reusing them anyway. But yeah. So let me just snip this off. Okay. Yeah, that nickel plated stuff it's hard to solder. This stuff right here is just like done. That quick. A little bit of flux on it. Clean that off. There we go. Wipe the flux off. Alright. There we go. That quick. Soldered. Now, see the copper braid? You gotta have kind of a hot iron for this. My tip's a little extremely a little bit large here, but it still works fine. So you're going to go on ahead and you're going to heat this up. You're just simply going to run solder down into the hole. And when this gets hot enough as it goes around, it will go into the hole. I like to go around and do the same thing on the other side. Now everything's getting nice and hot. And it'll flow right down into the hole. Now that is actually soldered to the braid and to this adapter. Ha! I hope I don't have my camera too far back or forward. I kind of tried to take a look at it. I hope it's okay. Come on, baby. One more hole. On this one you can actually see where the solder ran down around the adapter. Did not fill up the hole, but you can see that the braid is soldered to this adapter, which is sweet. No need to do anything else to this. It's fine. So it's nothing more than letting it cool off, and you're good to go. Check it with your antenna analyzer, and that's it. It's a pretty long piece. I don't know how long it is. It's probably 9 foot. Use this for my dummy load inside the inside of my shack. But yeah, so here's the other end. Now I've already done. I don't know how it's going to show up, but if you look right there, you can see that the solder is on the braid itself, and it's soldered to these two pieces are now one. So you don't have that. That is tight. That is not twisting in there. That is a rock solid Mini 8 RG8X connection. This will not fail for a long, long time. The problem with this is that if you don't, with these, with the adapter, is if you don't take and do it this way, then the Mini 8 will twist around in there. And it'll twist around on your center conductor, and then before you know it, you have a short or a problem from multiple usages. Plus, there is no better ground connection than actually soldering it to the pl-259. I believe that's U176 adapter. Always, don't be cheap. Buy pl-259 silver plated, Teflon insulated ends. They're more expensive, but in the end, they are worth it. Alright, so let's see here. Barrel connector. Grab my can dummy load. Got so many crap gap in the road here. I'm trying to avoid that. Put the hot one on here. As I say again, that's rock solid. That ain't twisting at all in there. Only way to go. Now, they don't always read 0 because dummy loads aren't always dead 50 ohms. Sometimes they're 51, 52, 49, and so forth. All parameters. And there is a prime example of the coax being the incorrect length. I just randomly cut this. And we have 43.8 ohms at 1.19 SWR on 50 ohm dummy load. Alright. Let's try it on my other dummy load. This is fine. This dummy load shows it having 1.17 at 42.7 ohms. Which means I am going to have measured coax and redo the end. Yeah, just because. Let me go to my bird dummy load here. See what it says. Okay. Now this is my bird dummy load. 1.21 SWR at 50.5 ohms. 50.5 ohms is sweet. Am I going to worry about the 1.21? Nah. It's still okay. So, you see the difference between different dummy loads? This is just a cheap 60 watt one. This is a can dummy load. Old field can. And this is my bird dummy load. So the optimum would be to have somewhere around 49, 51 ohms and have this down to like 1.1 or better, less. This is fine. It's fine for use. And if y'all don't think so, I'm not cutting it. It is fine. But I just want to show you all the difference also in dummy loads. There's 3 different dummy loads. The actual bird one shows it being at 50 ohms. So I would rather, since everything is 50 ohms, I would rather have the 50 ohms at a 1.2, which is fine. I'd rather have 50 ohms at 1.1 or 1.0, which would be great, but this is absolutely fine. I'm going into the house and I'm firing up that 250 billion box, and I'm firing up that Ameritron. I just can't, I ain't carrying them son of a bitches out here. Alright, I'll catch y'all later. 73s. Alley Cat. Fat Cat Amps. Be sure and use quality jumpers, use an antenna analyzer, and don't just do a continuity test and hope everything is kosher. Alley Cat, Fat Cat Amps, and I'm gone.